raise the chair. There we go. Right? Yeah, better, better. Is this too bright? All right, all right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Cool. Ah, really? Okay. Sorry, I was getting everything ready. Woo! I have a really bad headache, so I'm sorry if I look or sound angry. Hey, Scott. Hello, Scott. All right, so it's been a week and a couple of days since I launched my second Sultans of Swing video. First one, I don't know if you saw it. I do have a Sultans of Swing video. It's talking about the ending. That hold on. Actually, it doesn't sound good with distortion, right? That part, I have that video, and then I have the video about the fills. I'm sorry if the audio is hissy. I have, it sounded weird when I said it. If the audio is hissy, I really do apologize. Because I kind of have to move my whole entire studio around because I'm kind of moving into an RV for at least a year. Traveling the country, still doing YouTube. So I'm sorry if it's hissy, I apologize. Alright, so let's get right down to it. I'm going to answer a question, a couple questions. First one discussing the key of the song. Alright, so, you know, most of this stuff is very hissing. Ah, crap, I really don't know what to do. I'm not going to cut the live stream, I apologize. Maybe I'll delete this one and it'll be just for you guys, and then we'll try and get a new audio set up. Yeah, the microphone on this thing ain't too good anymore, and so I'll get a new recording device or live stream device. So I apologize. So really quickly, the idea here is the key is definitely from the parent key of F. We have the 6th chord D minor, right? To the C, to the B flat. That's the 6, 5, 4. Now, a lot of people get tripped up here because they say, Ian, shouldn't this A be an A minor? And yes, it absolutely should. But if you guys have seen my Black Magic Woman video, or I have another video like 4 major chords per song or something like that. I forgot what it is. Maybe we'll try and find it. The idea is this: is the song. I want everyone to understand this. The song starts on the 6th. Okay, it starts on the D minor. Now, in Majorville, pay attention here because I'm going to talk some theory. All right. In terms of a key, the major chords are the 1, 4, and 5. You can watch my modes video, all right, just in case you haven't seen that. The major chords of a key are 1, 4, and 5. The minor chords are the 2, 3, and 6, but if you rearrange the 2, 3, and 6 into a 6, 2, 3, okay, I don't want to, just let that sink in for a second. If you arrange the 2, 3, 6 into the order 6, 2, 3, you get a minor 1, 4, and 5, and I'll show you. In the key of F, you have F major, you have G minor as the 2, you have A minor as the 3, you have B flat as the 4, C as the 5, and D as, oh my god, stop, David. No donations that are gonna, I get distracted. Thank you. Here we go. And 6 is the D minor. My goal is to stay focused today, okay? And so 1 is F, pay attention. 2 is G minor. 3, A minor. There's that 2, 3 minor. 4, B flat major. 5, C major. And 6, D minor. Now the 6, like if you listen, D is the 6, G is the 2, and A is the 3. And D, G, A is a 1, 4, and 5. It is. It's a D, G, and A. But you can play them as minors. 6, 2, 3 as minors. And so you can play like you can write a minor song like with a 6, a 2, and a 3. And it's gonna sound fine. But the biggest trick of the trade here is, oh my God. The biggest trick of the trade, thank you. The biggest trick of the trade is the fact that 2, 3, 6, that's 6. Okay, sorry, 6, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3. That 3, if you play the 7th chord, now has a major third in it. Right here, look at this guy. It was here, now it's here. And if you make it a 7th chord and put in that major third, it leads so back nicely. Watch my pinky here, to this note here, back to the 2. So it's very common to take, when you're starting on a 6, when you're starting on the 6th of a key, and to take the 3rd of the key and make it a 7th chord, so it brings it really well back to the 6. I hope that made sense. You can see, like, you know, if you listen, if it was an A minor, it would be okay. It would be just okay, right? But now if you do it like, this note right there goes back to a D minor very well. So I hope I explained that. All right. So that's just a question of where the chord progression comes from. It's very, very, very common, guys. Very common. Okay. So now, hope that made sense. All right. And hold on, I just gotta check one thing. I apologize. I have a bitchin' headache. All right. Whoa. Everybody. Oh. Okay. My screen's going crazy. All right. The next question I get a lot is the idea of, well, why is he using the A chord tones when it's a D minor progression? The reason we're using the A major chord tones or the A7 chord tones, really, it's A major chord tones, and I want to talk about that really quickly, is that the chord progression is from A to an A7, and I'm going to ask everyone here watching a true or false question, so get ready. True or false, there is an A major chord inside of an A7. I will wait here patiently and rub my temples because that's such a headache. Oh, yeah. I will. I'll leave it up, Sean. I'll leave it up. Oh, man. Like a fishy fish here wrote true question mark. That's a good way to get out of it. Skip Warden says false. Okay, I got a couple trues. Scott Wall says true. All right, the answer is it is true. All right, so you have a major chord, an A major chord. You have A, C sharp, and E. A, C sharp, E, right? Thank you, David. Got it. And the A7 has the A, C sharp, E, and it has a G in it. So it's just a chord extension. All a 7th chord is a 4-tone chord built off a major chord, okay? Or a major 7th or a down 7th. I don't want to make head spin. So the idea here is that when we stall out, when we stall on this chord, well, we could take advantage. We can take advantage of, hey Dave, we can take advantage of that moment and use the A chord tone, right? And so that's what he does. What's up, Jason? And so the idea is the reason that we're using A chord tones, even though we're using this parent key of F/D minor, if you want to think that way, which I don't like doing that, and I can discuss that in another video. The idea is that we have a pause. We have a definitive pause here, okay? And when the music pauses, you can take advantage, of course, of the key. You can kind of take advantage of the chord that is happening, which is what the whole video is about. So I hope I answered those questions. Those are the most common questions I got in the past week and a half on that video. It seems that you guys did like that video, so I will now kind of zip it, and I'll watch for a question, and I'm going to try not to get distracted. If I do not answer your question, I apologize, but I'll see if you guys have any other questions besides what I just answered. Let's see. Do you try to target specific notes when ending a fill as you go back to the 1 chord? The question that I just saw was, do you target specific notes or notes when ending the fill as you go back to the 1 chord? No. You could, the chord consists of a 1, 3, or 5, and the idea is when you run out of time, you run out of time, and you could and say, okay, like that sounded good, now I gotta go back to D minor. If you want to resolve on the A, then yes, you target on the A's, but the idea is this. The idea is that a chord tone is a chord tone is a chord tone is a chord tone, and it's just going to sound fine, even if you just go like that and then back in. So any note will work. That whole exercise was for you to practice kind of like connecting those caves or arpeggios. And so to answer your question, I would say, of course, landing on the 1 or the A is going to be phenomenal, right? Because of two things. It is the root of the chord you're on, and plus, I don't want to get too deep in theory, you're going back to a D minor, which is a D, F, and A, and the A, like the A, is the 5th of D, and it's just, it always wants to go back there, like. And so, anything works. I hope that answers your question. I don't think it answered your question. All right, let's see. Is this how Jerry creates all those wonderful walk-offs and chord transitions? Can you show the arpeggio technique in another song? Actually, Sean, I'm working on another In the Mind of Jerry. Here's a little, let's see, here's a little hint. Oh my God, I have such a headache, guys. That's a little clue for you, and I will answer all of that information in that. Yes, Woody, with bouncing off the other notes other than the chord tones is what I struggle with the most, okay? Sean nailed it. Yeah, that's why, that's why I want you to, I wasn't throwing stones, Ed. Close, I'll play it again, though. The idea is, it's about discovering that everything works in that moment. Okay, everything works in that moment. So if you want to try practicing, hitting root notes, awesome. If you want to try hitting thirds, go for it. If you want to try landing on 5s, go for it. It's never going to sound terrible, but you can develop your own sense of like what works. All right, any other questions? Oh, hey, Jim, Jim. Now really quickly, I want to talk to you about my workshop. I've had a lot of inquiries with a lot of the same questions. Now you can ask questions about Sultans, but I just want to throw this in there. I have to make a promo video for my workshop. It's the one thing I really haven't done. I kind of like threw it out there, and I have so much going on. But I want to explain, if you're watching this live, or if you are, if you are watching the playback, there's this dynamic. I get a lot of, hey man, I want to come to the workshop, but I kind of understand half of what you're talking about. Now, there are plenty of people here that came to my previous 3 working shops. I'm sure they'll chime in, and they are not paid. No, they're not paid, okay? And here's one of them, David. I want to explain something. The reason you're having a hard time understanding half of what I say, or half of what any other guitar teacher says, whether it's on YouTube, in person, a friend, you're at a club, somebody's talking, the reason you have a problem understanding it like halfway through and kind of like getting at a wall is because you don't have a system from beginning to end that is a clear path for you. Like, you don't. Thank you, guys. See, these are all fans of the workshop, and they're here. And I didn't tell them to be here, okay? But I'm letting you know. If you can see music from point A to point B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, whatever, all the way through, crystal clear, and you can see through that tunnel and see the light and go, okay, you're never going to get confused again. And that's what the workshop is about. A lot of people are not apprehensive to come to the workshop because they're like, oh man, it's going to be over my head. It's supposed to show you, well, the reason it's over your head is because you have a lot of, you're stuck in a maze with a lot of dead ends. That's what it is. And I'm going to kind of like just straighten that out, okay? And you can see, like, here's Jim. Jim came to the workshop. David came to the workshop. And I need to make a promo video, but I'm just so busy. I'm just too busy. I just took my RV out for the first time ever today, and it was nerve-wracking. Anyway, so the idea is, so I just wanted to say that what's a workshop? I have a workshop coming up in May. It's linked at the bottom of all of my videos. You can fill out a form. I will actually call you on the phone and talk to you because I want to answer your questions. But the idea is this, and this is the last thing I'll say. And I hope this comes through. I really hope this comes through. And we'll talk more about guitar, I promise. But I hope this comes through and you understand this. My passion is not about playing. It's not about playing. I don't have an urge, and it's just me. I don't have the urge to go out and play in front of an audience every night. I've done it. It's fun, but it's not me. My passion is looking people in the eyes until they get the moment of clarity. and understanding how this works, and sharing the joy and sharing the comfort that comes in learning the fact that this is a musical instrument. And if you can understand what is and what is not, and how to look through everything crystal clear, then you will be able to come to this workshop and really take off as a guitar player. I'll stop talking. I will stop talking. All right, any questions? Any more questions about Sultans or the workshop or anything before I go and take some medicine? Mom's got a great teacher. Thank you. Dave came to the workshop. Thank you. Those aha moments are awesome. By far the best I've seen. Thank you. I'm so glad you're loving the channel. Oh, Jared, how are you, man? I haven't seen you. Hey, brother, the sound is kind of yeah, I know. No, it's the microphone. It's terrible. I'll have a whole new setup next week. I'm sorry. It's just I gotta cut corners when I'm, working 28 hours a day. so I'm sorry. Yeah, actually, it's so funny. Somebody's asked if I can play the riff for free. Now, last time I did this live, I screwed it up, but let's see. So, anyway, my dog really has to go pee outside. What if you were just an... Yes, it's for you. Thomas, if you are just an intermediate player, this is what the workshop is for. Like, everyone's afraid to come because they think they're going to be like, oh my God, all these people around me are advanced players. No, this is designed for the people who have been stuck in intermediate land forever. And my goal, my passion is to get you out of there so that you go home to wherever you were, and like in a bad 80s movie ending, you kind of like stare off as you land back home and you go like, thanks, Stitch. Thanks, man. That's the goal. And so if you're an intermediate player, you really want to fill out the form. I'll call you and I'll send you information on what it's all about. Okay, I'm serious. Go to any one of my videos. It's linked below, and it's my last one for a year, and I want it to be like a party. So I really like. It's my last one for a year, and then I'm gonna go on the road, still do videos, still do live stuff, still teach via FaceTime, Skype, and Zoom, just on the road, so I can't do the workshops here. I'll stop talking. Well, listen, I'm gonna go, and my head is like pounding, and I mean pounding. Unless you have any last questions about Sultans, me and Ian and Sean jam session. I'm gonna be going to Sean's tomorrow. Where is the workshop in May? Florida. Yes, this workshop is always going to be in Sarasota, Florida, and the reason being is it's 3 days. 4/3 days, and to organize that and to get the contacts and to have everything in place, it's at a hotel that I have a great relationship with, and blah 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 blah. So here's David. It took me up several levels, although it took some time to assimilate. Yeah, lots of content. Oh wait, time out. For everyone who's here, I'm sure you've seen this, but listen, you guys are live, okay? And listen, if you're curious about the workshop, go fill out the form. I'll send you some information. I'll even call you to talk to you about it. But for everyone that is here right now, and if you're on Instagram, you've seen this, but a wholehearted thank you. A wholehearted thank you. All right? To everyone. All right, so YouTube finally mailed me my silver play button. And it really means a lot. I didn't think it would mean a lot, but I never thought I'd have 100,000 subscribers, and that is insane. And that really means a lot, because if you're watching this, you're one of them, and this is gonna hang up in my RV somewhere with pride. So thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed and got me this reward, which is just to let you know, like, it's not a chintzy reward. This is like steel and metal and gorgeous. And anyway, thank you. Thank you. I didn't earn it. You earned it. This is really like something special. I didn't think it would mean so much. When I opened up and it stared me in the face, I was like, whoa. I was like, okay. Well, I did something. It came with a really nice letter too. So that was really cool. Now, Before I go, somebody said, how would you define an intermediate player? I'm going to rephrase that question, okay? If you can do the following, if you can do the following and then can't do what I say afterwards, the workshop is for you. If you can play scales, pentatonics and some scales, and you can play bar chords, if you can play some pentatonic scales and you can play some bar chords, but you can't do, and I don't mean to sound egotistical, okay? And you can't do what I do on YouTube. Like you want to do an in the mind of your favorite guitar player, but you have no clue how to do it. You don't know how to put the right scale on top of the right chord progression. You don't know how to see what kind of key it's in, where things are working. That's what this workshop is about. You know, if I was an evil scientist, it's like I want to clone my brain into you. But no, if you can, oh yeah, Joe, how have you been? Joe, sorry. If you can play some chords and play some scales, and you just don't want to worry anymore if you're going to get it, that's what the workshop is about. And I'll say this, I put a money-back guarantee on it, and I always have, because I'm confident in what I can do live with you, in person. Like, I'll put my arm around you. I'll make sure I have deodorant on. Anyway, listen, gonna go take some ibuprofen, and I have to teach a lesson later. But for all of you that are here, the videos are snapshots. The work, oh yeah, yeah, the videos are like what you can do. And Ed, you know, he loved the workshop. And Ed, I still got to talk to you. You guys are going to have a great night. I'm going to have a great night. I'm out of it. I'll see you soon with another video. All right, thank you so much for being here. I'll get a new sound set up. I apologize for the sound, but thank you for everyone. When are you going to train other teachers to teach any of your students? Well, you know, the idea is this, is I already have Ed. Ed is in line. I got to talk to Ed, and I also have my guy Jeff. And you know, I would love to have the people who come to the workshop be like ambassadors of like this StichMethod and have special teachers for each portion of how it all clicks together. That would be amazing. I now have like literally it's close to 1,900 people who have contacted me to work via FaceTime or Skype, and it's like that's what this workshop is about. Come to me for 3 days and we'll solve all your answers. I'll go. I feel like my face is on fire. Alright guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys are right. Yeah, this will be available after the streaming, right? Yes, it will be. You guys are awesome. Have a beautiful, beautiful night. I really appreciate it. Ibuprofen time. Take care guys. Bye-bye.